Hey guys, my name's Reed and welcome to Reed Reborn. Today is a guide on one of the new dungeons in update 2.3, Tamtara Deepcroft hard mode. Overall this dungeon's pretty easy, there's nothing really to trouble your group or get it wiped. The only annoying thing is the amount of monsters you have to kill in between boss rooms. That's just pretty annoying. Just a standard dungeon technique though, tank pulls, DPS damage, standard things. So I'm just going to skip all that and move on to the first boss. Okay, so the first boss is really simple. The tank's just got to keep the aggro while everyone just keeps doing DPS, and after a little bit of fighting, someone's going to get some purple orbs spinning around them. If you get these orbs going around you, it just means loads of best men are going to spawn and start chasing after you, so the best advice is just to run around any direction, just run around the outside of the room so they don't hit you. And another person in the group is going to get an orange little arrow pointing down on them. That means they're going to get all these arrows flying down on them, and they've just got to keep up with the best men, and as you can see the arrows kill them. That's pretty much it. That just happens 2 or 3 times throughout the fight. If you get the orbs, run around the outside. If you get the arrow, just follow all the best men so all the arrows kill them. Done. Alright, so after you killed some more monsters and stuff, you're going to come to the second boss room, and as you can see, Pereira is stuck in the middle of the room. And once the tank runs forward, a square body is going to spawn. His job's pretty easy. He's just got to keep the aggro, while everyone else can just do DPS. And as you can see, these little portals on the right and the left side. After a little while, they spawn some little purple orbs, as you can see. Basically what you've got to do, or what the other DPS have got to do, is just run into them and make sure they don't get close to the middle. In running into them, they do a bit of damage, and the closer they get to the middle, the more damage they'll do. So you just need to take them out as quickly as possible, and the whole group won't wipe. So after you've taken the boss's health down a bit, a few more orbs will spawn. Just the same again, just make sure you run into them before they get close to the middle and you'll be fine. Okay, so after you've taken more health down and you've gotten to about 25%, a large purple orb will spawn. This one does a bit more damage than the other ones, but it won't do anything to affect you a lot. But once that's dead, there's nothing really else to worry about, and you can just focus on the boss. Okay, so this is the last boss, Avir Bravearm. As you can see, Edda is in the middle, and the tank just wants to take Avir and just keep the aggro. But as you can notice, some Sahagin people have spawned, and they just do some like straight line AoE damage. And as the fight goes on, that gets harder and harder to dodge, and there's more lines as more of them spawn. So just be careful of that as the fight's going on. Okay, so after not too long fighting, some ads will spawn, some groom to be, and basically what you want to do is you want to take them out as quickly as you can. You don't want to let them get into the center area with Edda. If you can see, the name Avir is spelt around the outside of Edda, and if any groom to be manage to get into the middle, some of the letters will light up, and the more letters that light up, the more damage the group will take from Red Wedding. So you just want to make sure that none get in, so you take any damage. So without any letters, still get done 1,300 damage. So if you get up to like 4 letters, the whole group's going to wipe straight away because it does a lot of damage. So just make sure when they spawn, you take them out as quickly as you can. So here's just a quick example of where our group let 3 groom to be into the center area, and we took like a few thousand damage from Red Wedding, and 1 person died. So yeah, it's really important that you take them out as quickly as you can. Here's another example, but of the Sahagin like straight AoE. As you can see, that's quite a lot to dodge, so you just need to be careful as you go along in the fight. It's not very often, but I forgot to mention that some bat things spawn and just do circular AoE on every player, so you just need to be careful as you're going along. But after that, you've killed Avir, and that's the fight over. There's just a little cutscene after, as Edda just falls off the tower. But if you're interested in the lore about all that story, there's Tron folios as you're going around the dungeon for you to read. But thanks guys, that's my first guide, that's my first video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy videos in the future.